Wait for it. Wait for it. Look really closely. Somebody's lost a lot of weight, and I think I know why. Babies are here. My brand new Molly mom has been spitting out babies for the last hour, and I've been trying my best to catch them and move them to safety. As you can see, they're really small, and unfortunately I have some big predators in here, and that is the kingfish. So I fed them very heavily in hopes that they won't devour any fry that I happen to miss, and I've been trying to quickly grab the fry and move them into the safety of the hatchery. There's another one way in the bushes, hard to spot, but these guys are awesome. Always awesome to see new additions to the tank. I think this will be my 5th or 6th batch of saltwater molly fry that I've bred in the house, maybe more. But first one in the native species tank, and I've been really fighting with whether I want to move the kingfish out and just use this tank as a hatchery. Okay, mom's getting ready to pop some more babies out because she's going in the bushes. Yep, she's popping some more babies out over there. See if we can see them. They're really small, and they usually come out in a ball. There you go. There's one. He's trying to eat them. Don't eat them, Mom. Don't eat them. Okay. It's blending in. I can't even spot it. It's by the rock. There it is. They're really small, but they definitely have that survival gene. There's another one way up there. And I've caught a bunch of them. I've caught and moved into the hatchery. There's another one. Let's look in the hatchery here. There's quite a few. Sorry for the shaky photo. My camera actually died. It's around 10 o'clock at night when I just discovered these guys popping out of nowhere, and I was like, hey, that looked like a baby fish over there. Awesome, awesome saltwater mollies bred in the native species tank. There's a few of them popping out right now. Now, all I'm going to do is try to move these guys, and I'll be feeding them with some baby hikari fry foods, first foods that I usually start out with. And I have some cyclopes. Cyclopes may not be small enough for them, but I've always been able to raise them on the fry foods. And since I already seen a few go into the overflow, I'll have to move these guys as soon as possible. Just another testament to a simple setup bringing some pretty good results. But I do have to see what I'm going to do with these guys, because they'll definitely scoop them up. If the Molly parents would scoop them up, these guys will definitely scoop them up, and they're like no fear. They're just like swimming out in the open. Only good thing is that they do kind of blend in with the gravel. I hope he didn't just get one. I dropped a whole bunch of sinking pellets in there, hoping that they get full and leave the fry alone. But I've been trying to catch them as best I can. Yeah, he's eating pellets. Good. Whew. That was a close one. These guys have been hovering up here near the surface, so it's been relatively easier to catch them when they come up top. Hopefully the iPad is focusing, because that's all I got right now, buddy. Let me see if I can get this guy while I'm on camera. Oh, and he might have went into the overflow, and that's what's been happening. I have to fish them out of the overflow. Usually I can just scoop them up like that. You can see them there. So caring for the fish in this tank has been really, really cool and been a really pleasant experience, especially with the kingfish and the little crustaceans, the shrimp, the snails and everything. And just being able to keep it simple, very little equipment, just the overflow here. I haven't been using protein skimmer, and just some good biological filtration. I test it regularly. It's been really rewarding. I would like to keep these fry and grow them out, but it's going to be really tricky with the larger fish in here. I've done it in the past. Look at this guy actually under the net. He's just wedged in there, so it's really tricky, and you might want to just check out the colors. This is a nice black molly. Some of them are bright yellow. I saw one that was yellow and black. Hopefully that's one of the winners. And you'd think that the kingfish would be the worst of the predators in here, but it's actually the parents. Because when the babies are born, they're born in a curled up position, and the parents tend to eat them before they're able to be free swimming. So you really have to catch them. Catch this guy before he goes in the overflow. Don't go in there. Don't go in there. Oh, whew, that was a close one. Now he's just behind the fluval sea sign. But that is the worst of the tricks to getting these guys, is keeping the parents. Getting them. I got them. Very hard to do this with one hand, but I'll try to film it for you. There it is. And there he goes. Not the easiest to film with one hand, but you get the point. And they're so fast. You would think that these guys aren't as fast as they are, but they're actually pretty quick. Look at that cute little devil there. Now the worst problem I have is them going into this overflow, because I can catch them in the cotton, but you don't want to hurt the little guys. There's a nice checkered one, like marble color. And I like using these breeder kind of cages because the free flowing water, I don't have to worry about the water getting stale. I can see them pretty well. They don't rough themselves up on the edges, and it's not as ugly as a big old box. And all I do is I use a little bit of gravel. I keep the cotton in there because because it tends to attract foods, floating foods, and they tend to nibble on it. I've always had good luck feeding the fish with a little bit of filter floss. I put the food on there, rub it in there, and they kind of peck off what they want. I know it's hard to hear me because I'm using my iPad, but once again, this was a middle of the night thing, and I just had to run and get you guys some footage. So I will be shooting more tomorrow, God willing. I charge my phone up. Hopefully I get some more of these guys. And you can follow me through the journey of taking care of them and really helping me decide what to do with the tank. I don't know whether to keep the kingfish or release them, because they're just going to get big, 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 and eventually probably eat my pair of mollies if they get big enough. These guys are getting big. So till next time, this is D catching fishes, playing kind of like duck hunt, and love, peace, and hair grease. I hope you guys are enjoying your tanks as well.